Back to the Sloppy Lab. We are here for game two of the JT Russell versus Quickdraw Doppelgänger matchup. So we started this last night on the stream, coming back tonight for round two. So this is match versus Quickdraw's deck Southcott. Let's see if it happens to come up here. Southcott. Spawn of the Raiming. So very cool deck. Curiosaurus, Equalize, Spirit's Way, for some shenanigans. I rolled this Doppelganger, Monophist the Watcher Comrade, which also has an Equalize, a bunch of Capture, Exile, and some shenanigans, Brachus. So we'll see what happens. And Quick Draw already has a game up. So I'll be joining. And yeah, Southcott is a great deck. Really preys on opposing decks that can handle its board. So it's got this low creature control. Tries to go really wide, put a bunch of amber down, equalize for a big punch. Um, I've got a red alert, which is interesting. Double fangs, really cool to get around. Curia, Hadron Collision, some zealots. So really, yeah, not much to speak of in terms of amber control, but this is going to be a grind fest with all the, creature control. Not much to speak of in terms of creature control, but lots of amber control on both sides. So good luck, have fun, bud. Let's see what happens. Okay, don't hate this. Don't love seeing the Commandeer early, but I don't hate having the 4-card hand. I mean, I have lots of options for capturing. It's kind of a lot to hope for to not have any of them in the opener. So I'm gonna keep this and see what happens. Don't mind the efficiency. Speaking of efficiency, there is something. Okay, so let's unload. I don't want to be exalting my dudes just yet. I'm gonna burn the enrage here and play Commandeer last, which is kind of sad, but I wasn't capturing anything anyway, so not a big deal. Exalting my stuff. Ooh, Ancient Power, nice. And a Faust. Cool. Don't love that daughter sticking around, mucking things up. Kind of tempted to purge the Faust and fight off the daughter. We're really going for the long game here. Would I get to check Reap 4, 5? Nope. Yeah. Yeah, purging a Faust seems pretty good. Capture on here. And Reap. I'm not going to be able to break the elusive and hit that daughter. Boy, that's going to be tough to deal with. 3 fights potentially. How am I dealing with that daughter? Hadron Collision is a thing that I'll probably have to use to kill that daughter. And until then, ugh, it's going to be generating advantage. That's really sad. But okay. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? Make these a little bit bigger. Move this over here. Okay. So quick draw going into Sanctum as well. Couple zealots themselves doing some fights. Okay, seems good. Think I'm still going for efficiency here. Let's capture onto the Observe Emacs, onto the Explore Rover, capture the rest here, Observe Emacs here, Observe Emacs here, see if we can get a cheeky key in here off the bat. There going Soren. Will we see a Faust? Okay, so there is the Faust and a Shrix. So really expensive keys from me at present. What to do? Don't love that I keep giving them I don't love that I keep giving them bodies to pump up that eventual equalize and Spirit's Way. But it seems like the best thing right now is to push. So let's get Captain out. Let's say that capture here. Oh. Yeah, that was a big old misclick. Awkward. I can roll with it, I guess. Good sport. Quick draw. Let's cancel prompt, -1 here, and I'm just gonna bring this on back. Hey, ST Russell, how's it going? Oh wait, the upgrade went to discard. So sloppy. Putting on a good show for the chat here. Had not captured yet. Okay, cool. Off to a good start. Off to a good start. Okay. Yeah, ST Russell, always welcome on the stream. All right, so attached to, obviously the Shrix, or at least obviously not my Val. I have a habit, a bad habit of killing my own Val Jerichos, but this time I am not doing that. And I'm gonna reap and see if we can draw out an effervescent principle. Let's see, if they don't kill that Val, I can get it centered with my Saurian dudes, which is kind of exciting. We might see the Spirit's Way. Okay, we're not seeing Spirit's Way. Will we see another Faust, a third Faust? That would be something. Another Shrix. Okay, very good. Oh, hey Murph, how's it going? Ooh, competing with TTR. Yeah, Yeah, I wish I was well informed enough to say that I knew I was competing, but we have our humble production here. Happy to have you hanging out here, um, but would not begrudge anybody who is doing TTR things at the moment. Oh boy, there's the last Faust already, and putting me to the question, what to do about this Faust. Oh, is that only the second Faust? Oh, okay, I've purged one Faust. Yep, purged one Faust. Wow, super tempted to not try fighting that down. Also, just not sure if I want to. No, I think we're sticking Star Alliance. I'm gonna let them have some amber and kind of mitigate my exposure on board here. So you can go here, here. Yep, so we'll trade some. Fight here, sure. Fight here, sure. Just kind of managing the board. Now they'll be able to fight and kill Val if they really want to. I don't mind that so much. So that's all three Fausts. Oh, Swindle and fighting as well, Murph. Interesting. Awkward. Awkward, awkward. Yeah, the team infighting, the best opponents and the worst opponents all in one. Oof. Okay, so Thorough captures. That monument to Strix is going to be really strong. Really strong. Okay, I'm going to go and move some cards as well. Gladiodontus comes down. Dark Centurion comes down, and now we have Val in the center, so let's run out that Gorm. And we're going to keep Val in the center here. Okay, so really like what I'm seeing here. Got that Equalize, got the Fangs, got my double capture, Gizelhart's Zealot. I don't have the Spirit's Ways. The Spirit's Way is much stronger than the Red Alert here, because you really want to be following up Equalize with the Spirit's Way to move all of your own captured amber over to the other side with Curia. But I may be able to do, wow, Howling Pit. So they're going to be having 8-card hands, very spicy. Group Think Tank, Infomorph. Okay, very nice. Hmm. Okay, interesting. Interesting, interesting. Hmm. They go to check with Monument to Shrix. I guess the question is, do I want to deal with that Monument to Shrix or the Curia, or neither immediately? Gladiodontus is super awkward with those fangs. Hmm. Suppose I don't hate Saurian here as an option. Removing the ward here. Or removing an amber from my Val and warding it. That sounds pretty cool. I don't get to take them off check. All right, I do get to take them off check, excuse me. And that's kind of nice. Okay, let's do that. So let's go Saurian. I think we leave the monument and take care of the Curia. Just thinking on this one. Hmm. Playing this Gizelhart with Val. Capture onto the Zealot. And Cantina. Cantina is going to fight into Thero. Move an amber over there. Remove stun. Ward up Val. Hmm. Reap here. Move another over there. Capture on the console Primus. Here and here. Okay. Another one here. And now I think I leave Curia for the moment. Is that right? No, let's get rid of the Curia. Okay. Interesting choice indeed. Yeah, I'm not sure if it was right. Yeah, the big reason that I wanted to get rid of Curia is that their equalize is a lot better than mine with the Spirit's Way. I'm mostly trying to mitigate the Spirit's Way, or at least rather the one-sidedness of Curia. I suppose that them in tandem are kind of bad no matter what. But let's see. At least they don't get to give me all of their amber, all of their captured amber to send right back. They at least have to keep that playing fair. We shall see how it plays out. Lieutenant Governor, very nice. So let's see, with star lines, I have 3 on the right flank, 4 on the left flank. With one more creature, I'll be able to play, or one less creature, one fewer creature, I'll be able to play that equalize on a star lines turn. Yeah, no worries. My general rule of, or a general heuristic, as it were, for takebacks is kind of if folks haven't gotten the benefit of any new information, yeah, no worries. Sloppy. It's sort of like a, oh, I misspoke, or oh, I misstepped. But you know, if it's the game, okay, so there's equalize, the first equalize, very nice. So they'll get to distribute theirs. And stack all of mine up on something. Let's see who gets hit with all the equalize amber. 20 amber on both sides. Nice. So who's gonna get it? Maybe one of these Primuses, probably the one on the right flank. So I have more trouble getting Val into the center. Would make some sense. Doesn't look like they're about to play the Spirit's Way. I suppose in that case you'd load up on the daughter. Okay, 10. 10 on my sad Explore Over. But that at least makes me think that they're likely to... Ooh, interesting. Mantle of the Zealot on a group think tank. That feels like an unlikely activation, but let's see. It is a beefy body. Okay, they do activate it. Wow. Flying creatures feels like they could have played around Red Alert a little bit more. So 4 damage coming in from Red Alert here. Doesn't kill everything. I get the daughter off at last. 2 here, another 1. I guess other options. What are my other options? Dark Centurion can fight in. That actually seems kind of nice. What if I go... yeah, let's go Saurian. I can fight Dark Centurion into something and have it die, perhaps the group think tank. And that makes that they'd be +5 creatures. I'd kill most stuff except for these 2 Zalvadors, and then Gladiodontus would be able to take care of the rest. Okay, I like that. That seems better. Let's go Saurian. Yep, fight there. fights. Capture here. That was another misclick, but we'll leave it. And allow Quickdraw to forge and then play an effervescent principle, I presume. Let's see. Assuming Logos, they've got to have at least an effervescent here. And probably, did they play Neurosiphon already? They did. So there's one. Are they going to play another one? Maybe. And then the question becomes, do I give them this Gladiodontus? Maybe. Okay, so they played, okay, a double capture from Fish and Bloom. Very nice. Very nice. So let's go. Still have the Spirit's Way coming. They haven't played that yet. Kind of tricky. Let's see, in Star Alliance, I could play a creature on the flank here. Do I capture onto Gladiodontus? Can exile it over and then fight into it? Seems kind of bad. I have to fight in with Val. Tempted to just go back into Saurian. They'll have one more effervescent principle. But that is what it is. Seems like I could have a better time to do the capture. Yeah. Okay, so let's reap here. Capture here. Exile the Gladiodontus. Reap to move one over. Fight into the Gladiodontus. And see what happens. Don't love leaving the bot booked in, especially since I'm expecting yet another effervescent here. Okay, Sanctum, interesting. Go for now. I'm gonna need to probably have to redraw into Gorm. Okay, I'll take a key. That's very nice. Interesting. So still I have the largest creature, which is super awkward. think I go Star Alliance here. Let us get the lay of the land. Okay, so we have got Brachus, Faust, and Hadron collision. Awesome. So let's put back the two Saurians, draw the Hadron collision, play the new frontiers, and archive the Saurians. Put this guy down, capture onto Val. We're gonna discard Krim and Jorg. Let's keep the Val around. And sure, hit that. Hit that QMX just to mitigate their reap potential when they go back into Logos. Still leaving the Bookden, unfortunately. Yeah, Lay of the Land plus plus the New Frontiers. Very nice. Okay, Governell coming down, spreading that imp around again. Stopping my check. Very nice. And me wishing that I had some other options. So let's go Star Alliance. We're not going to take our archives. I think we're going to do some fighting here. Governell has to go, at least one of them for the moment. Also going to take this QMX. I guess I don't get any advantage immediately. That's fine. And we'll throw down the font of the eye. I'm almost kind of okay with them killing Val at this point, so that I can use fangs. Kind of funny, but there you have it. Okay, effervescent principle. QMX comes back down. The daughter. Not a bad time to draw the Hadron collision. So let's do that. Let's go back into Star Alliance. Still leave those in archives. We're going to keep fighting with Val. Seems pretty good. Don't like that. No, thank you. Let's see if we have any more Saurians. 3 Saurians. That feeling when your new frontiers puts 3 cards of the house you chose into your archives. Let's reap. And nothing to capture. Okay. I feel like I feel like the Spirit's Way is just like waiting to oof. That's a nice ancient power. The Spirit's Way is just waiting for me to unload my Saurians. I still don't hate Star Alliance. Is that weird? Feel a little silly holding on to these fangs for so long. Come on, quick draw. Just killed the Val already. You know? Could go with the Senator. Spoils. And try to draw out that ancient power, or that Spirit's Way. I guess that's an option. Honestly, I think I want to hold the Spirit's Way, or hold the Big Saurian Archives for something to respond to that Spirit's Way with. Dang, not gonna get to check if I play that spoils. Really sad. Monument. Oof. Gross. Kind of want to move some cards too. Hmm. If I go Starlines, I might be able to bait Quick Draw into killing off this Val. Okay, let's get the lay of the land. Okay, red alert, really nice. And the Gorm coming too. Okay, that's super cool. Let's put the spoils last, take the red alert. Let's use it to pop those wards. Let's fight off the Shricks. Fight off there. Capture one here. Okay, quick draw. You gotta kill this Val now. Play that Spirit's Way. You know you want to. Yeah, New Frontiers. Straight gas. Straight gas. Yeah, definitely. Definitely. Really, really interesting. Quick draw in the tank. I have to assume, wondering if that Val is worth the Spirit's Way. And they do go Sanctum. Radiant Truth. Well, I have no non-flank creatures, so that's okay. Playing the Salvador, so we're not gonna see we're not gonna see it yet. Yeah, Equalize not doing a ton. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay, and that's a key. And I have Val in the center. Mm. Val in the center, and they have two on the Shreks. On the Shreks' Monument. So I have to at least make them down by 5. Oof. I could go Saurian now. Gross. About a third net. The joke in our team server has been that these games take a while. Although the funny part at the moment is that I'm the one taking all the time, so I can't really blame Quickdraw. I think we're gonna go Sanctum. So this is good for 2, 4, 5, 2, 4, 5. But then no, I cannot play these fangs. I don't have a way to quite get there, do I? 2. Okay, this will kind of work, or this will work. Okay, so let's capture 2 here. Capture, capture. Play the Gorm. I think now is the time, unfortunately. So let's equalize everything onto my Zealot and everything onto this Seeker. Fight the Seeker. Capture, purge. Purge. Capture. Well, something. Interesting. Interesting. Yeah, the fangs have been chains for so long. I have just stopped playing big creatures, apparently. I was so excited about how much work they were going to do to mitigate Curia, and here I am, and here I was holding them for ages, end up killing my own Val, like a chump, like a chump. Like having redrawn the Gorm. It's very cool. Okay, sorry, Logos, so let's see an effervescent principle. There is an effervescent principle. It sure is. And Fission Bloom to do a double narrow siphon. So 2 bonus amber, and then a steal and additional, or steal and draw. So really nice, well done. And then an infomorph, cool, and munchling. Still holding that Spirit's Way. Did I miss them playing the Spirit's Way? Pretty sure I didn't. No. They're just straight up holding it. Cool. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Can't get to check in star lines. Could get to check in sanctum. They'd have to go and play their other effervescent principle. No, they've got two in discard. Have not played the Dimension Door this time around. Spirit's Way bottom four. Yeah, but we're second time through the deck. Yeah. So a Dimensional Door would be really sad. Um, Dimensional Door would be really sad. I mean, tempted to see if they have it. Doesn't feel like a bad plan. Moves two cards. Access denied. Also stops one Reaper. Maybe that's the way to go. Mm-hmm. And moves a little bit more. Okay. So we're going to capture one here. We're going to play the access denied on the infomorph. Capture again here. Capture the rest. And sadly not go to check. Still going to hold the Gorm. I may use it to prevent a forge with Monument to Shrix, or I may use it to try and protect my own. May use it to protect my own forge. We shall see. We shall see. Getting ready to come around on the next next cycle of the deck. Good grief. I am going to want to have one dino probably to make that exile worthwhile. Probably going to need to fight down their logos a little bit. At least especially if they're making any more creatures here. Steel Tooth with the Reaps feels bad. I don't think they want to play Curia at this point, but maybe. No, we don't play Curia here, right? Although could be contemplating the Spirit's Way if they're about to shuffle. Play Spirit's Way, reshuffle, hope to draw it again. Okay, logos. So let's see, Dimension Door, very likely, and an extra capture with the Fission Bloom. Seems pretty good. Fights the Zealot. Not surprised. Activates Fission Bloom. Their Dimension Door, I think, has a capture pip. There it is. Okay, so double capture and then steal twice with your Reaps. Seems pretty good. Seems pretty good. Dang. All right, so they're going to go. They're going to have 9, 10 amber after I give one back with Anthony. Spoils in City State can do a whole lot of capturing. And then I'll flip my deck. I think I like that. I think I like that. So let's go Saurian, not take the archives. Let's leave Dark Centurion on the flank. Play the city-state. Yep. Pass the turn. Cool. So I like this. I have the exile. I've drawn the exile, which means I can both give them, say, the Cantina or the Quintina, and then attack it in a turn, or even the Explore Over, as long as I start my turn with a Dino that can fight into it. So they may come in and fight the Explore Over down, trying to play around that. Wondering if now is the time for that Spirit's Way. 7, 10, 12 amber on board. Seems very tempting, no? Very tempting. I will have Faust to bump up their key cost. But that's still just a forge for 7. It's pretty good. Pretty good. Yep. So there's Sanctum. Munchling. Munchling gets to play regardless of house. There's a fight. Okay, so seems unlikely that the Spirit's Way is coming. Another fight. Okay. And again a fight. Seems about right. And they go to check at 8. Not making life any easier for me, quick draw, you know. But this is actually not terrible. So Commandeer is going to capture 1, 2, 3. Squire Alice is going to capture another 2. So 5 total captured from 8 to 3. 2 on the monument, and then 1 back from the Anthony. So that would get them to 6. So this might be the moment where it's worth using the monument. And then, interestingly, I don't think they're going to have a great way to come back and kill my Alice. See how many Zealots. Both Zealots in discard. It dodges the Spirit's Way. So I kind of like that. Okay, let's do it. And then I just have to make sure that I leave a creature or the Centaurian on a flank to be able to fight into Alice after I exile it next turn. Cool. So let's do that. No. Commandeer. With the spoil or with the font, I may not even need to do that. So super cool. Okay. So Alice comes down, captures. Comes in ready, captures on Alice. Bulwark gets my other flank, also captures on Alice. My assaulty zealot is going to fight into the Munchling. And now Font can also capture on Alice. And that means that with their Anthony Amber, they're going to be at 5, so I don't need to blow anything up there. All right, shipping it back. So really cool. Unless I'm missing something obvious, I don't think they're going to be able to kill Alice on this turn. So definitely an exile target. Okay, trying to force my hand with the monument. Thero comes down. Nice. Looking forward to not purging my own creatures. Okay, cool. There's the Curiosaurus, Citizen Shrix. Very nice. And the Fausts. Fausts are back. Cool. Okay, well, Saurian it is. Still not taking the archives. Yes, we're gonna capture here. Make sure Alice gets one. Make sure you get one. And yeah, the Dark Centurion, I guess, makes marginally more sense. Let's put it on the Shrix for now. Let's give over the Alice. Fight into the Alice. And end the turn. Okay. Still need to deal with this Faust. Turn 19. Yeah, so lots of tank time, many turns. Can see why we opted not to play this matchup on the stream yesterday. But really enjoying the cat and mouse game on Monument to Shrix, right? So definitely threatening with the Gorm, kind of trying to get Quickdraw to commit as much Amber as possible to it before I blow it up, assuming I blow it up. Now the Curio is back in play, so interesting there. Okay, Logos, so let's see an Effervescent. Vision Bloom. Neurosiphon is back, very nice. Daughter comes down. Cool, and a Reap. Group Think Tank. Yeah. So I'll get one here, capture one. Red alert could be drawn, which would be very cool. Or I fight into the Faust and force them to play another. I'm going to capture 1, 2, possibly 3. That's not going to do it. So it might be the time. If I go Star Alliance, I probably also want to kill the Cumex to make the group think tank worse. Maybe not. It's helping my red alerts also. But I like Star Alliance here, and I'm going to threaten. Not take my archives still. Let's get the lay of the land. Cool. Red alert I like. Seeing. No, no. So let's take that red alert. So this is interesting. Do I fight into the Thero with Anthony? That means that I can do 3. This leaves the Faust alive. Ugh. Or am I better off killing that Faust? I kind of want to kill the Faust. I'm going to stop Shrix from reaping already. All right, let's play the red alert. Cumex goes back first, so I reclaim all that amber. Absolutely. want Observe Emacs on this Anthony. It's not great there, but it's short-term advantage. Captures here. Let's leave the city-state. Let's prevent the reaps, capture here, and also capture again. And I don't actually have to use the Gorm. Okay, cool. All right, let's see it. Do you have the do you have Equalize and Spirit's Way? I feel like we're playing towards Equalize and Spirit's Way. I feel a lot better having City State to go along with this Faust when that does happen, if it does happen, and pretty happy to keep playing this game until then. Okay, into Saurian, we're going to see another Faust. And like magic, there it is. Exalts their own Faust. Now, do we get a fight? Do we get some reaps? Their own Shricks can't reap. Needed to capture with the Thero. Makes a lot of sense. Fight as well with your Shricks. And then does Quickdraw place another Amber on the Monument to Shricks? Okay, increasing my key cost. Sure. Fights into Anthony. That's going to let me forge? No? Okay. Okay, interesting. Very cool, very cool. Yeah, comments from Now in Stereo in the comments. Yeah, this deck. This is some hilarity for sure. So Quickdraw saying that this Doppel is basically worst case scenario. Yeah, artifact control, equalize, lots of capture. It's kind of hilarious. Yeah, I'll take it. I'll take it. Okay, I think we're going Sanctum, just kind of convincing myself of that. Who brought this deck? Yeah, good luck if you face the Murph. I don't know. All right, I think we're going Sanctum, not taking archives, leaving those for a rainy day. Fighting into this Faust. Yeah, loading up our Anthony. Purging this dude. Play the zealot over here. Capture 1, 2. Capture another. And yeah, let's stop that forge. Okay. Oh, I have more things to do. Oh yeah, I could fight. Nah. Yes, ending the turn, ending the turn. Spirit's Way still chilling. Yeah, I think we're coming up on third time through the deck. Yet to be played once. Quickdraw knows I have this archive full of dinos, including Faust. Definitely not playing city-state interest unless I absolutely need to. So really funny. Now Quickdraw would need double effervescent, uh, effervescent principle. Faust is not going to do it without some help. Yeah, this is looking grim. Perhaps I should have fought into the group think tank. It would have put 1 damage on, which would have made it taken into range of the Hadron collision. So that might have been worthwhile. Okay, quick draw going Sanctum. Sanctum feels like a last ditch hurrah. Let's see. Mm-hmm. Mantle of the Zealot, very nice. Is it an action? Let's see. Fights Bulwark. Cool. Gizelhart Zealot comes in ready. Fights my Anthony? Yeah. Seems legit. Plays the Spirit's Way. Yeah, this is last ditch hurrahs. Cool. All right. GG, well played. Good game, well played. I was entirely too lucky with the Doppelgänger pull. I'll say exactly that. Yeah. But cool, really fun match. So 2-1, 2-0 in this seat for the Sloppy Crew. So thanks for hanging in there, folks. If you're still there, appreciate you chilling with us for this match. Good times, and yeah, hope you enjoyed. We'll see you. We'll see you in the next. I don't know, next Bottom Beaker later on in the tournament. Good luck to those playing, and catch y'all next time.